How fast can I touch water or any form of liquid in every Assassin's Creed game? We have 19 to go through since I'm using only the mainline games plus all standalone DLCs, so we'll be here for a while. My timer starts when I make any movement or press a button and stops when I touch water or water touches me. More on that later. Let's go back to 2007 and check out the original Assassin's Creed. Here when you start a new game you get into this glitchy mess, but don't worry, you can move in this sequence. And what do you see? You see water right next to you. So all you gotta do is just walk backwards, and this took a second.
Water.
A very good start to this challenge. Is Assassin's Creed 2 gonna be the same? Well, I have a surprise for you guys here, which you're gonna hate me for. Prepare yourselves, let's go. Once I press a button here, my timer is gonna start. This small cutscene is gonna play, she's gonna call me over and I have to follow her. This took only a few seconds, so it's not a problem, but I gotta follow her very slowly, and a few cutscenes are gonna play afterwards. I gotta sit into this machine, and once I do, I'll go back in time to Ezio Auditore's birth. This is pretty gross, right? Well guys, prepare to be even more grossed out. So the protagonist is Ezio Auditore. When he touches water or any form of liquid and I have control over him, my timer is gonna stop. When do you think that happens? When I got plopped out, did they wipe me out? I did not get wiped, which means I am wet, and that means I'm covered in liquid, which is a form of water. So thanks to my mom's juices, I completed this challenge in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Water.
Are you grossed out yet? You are welcome. Let's move on to the next game, Brotherhood. So my timer here starts after I press the button on the mouse, which unfortunately happens before many cutscenes. So I think the cutscenes are over after this, because I have control of my dude. Well, no, we have more cutscenes afterwards. Once they are done, I have to climb this whole thing and follow my buddy for a while. Gotta wait for him to open this door. Come on, chubby bastard. You're wasting my time, look at how slow he's walking. After he opens it, I gotta walk here or sprint here as fast as I can. Don't touch me. And I gotta jump in this fountain, which took 5 minutes and 11 seconds.
Water.
Yeesh, this was so slow. Can I do it faster in Revelations? Of course, is that even a question? Where do you think I spawn? I spawn on a beach. On the beach, what do we have? We have bushes, we have sand, and we have water. Woohoo! It's right next to me. I just gotta walk to the right side, and this took a second. Awesome.
Water.
Woohoo! He's so happy, look at him. Let's move on to Assassin's Creed 3. In this game you're gonna hate me as well. First of all, I spawn outside. You can see grass, you can see rocks, you can see dirt, you cannot see water. So let's walk a little bit forward. And I'm gonna stop my timer right now. Yeah. Why did I stop my timer? Was there water on the ground? No. It was above me, guys. Did you see the droplets? Uh-huh. A water droplet dropped on Desmond. I think it touched him. This was very lucky, but you're gonna hate me for making this decision, because I think it counts. You may not think it does.
Water.
But I do, it's my video, so you have to deal with it. Suck it. Anyway, let's move on to the DLC for AC3 called Tyranny. Oh, so many rhymes. I'm in the prime of my rhyme. Anyway, let's go. We spawn right next to water, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk towards the water, obviously. As soon as I spawn, I gotta go to the left side and sprint directly to the water. Why immediately? Well, because if I dilly-dallied too much, it was gonna fail my mission super quickly and I had to respawn. So I had to be fast here. This took only 3 seconds, close to 4, but it's 3.
Water.
Which makes me happy. Or let's move on to Liberation, with which I play as a little girl. I'm told to chase a chicken. But am I gonna chase a chicken? No, because a chicken does not have water. What has water? This in front of me, this guys is a puddle. All I gotta do is walk forward. And it took less than a second.
Water.
Less than a second looks amazing, right? Well, let's move on to the 4th game, Black Flag. So what do we see, guys? What contains water on the screen? If you said the ocean, you are incorrect. It's raining, rain contains water, so all I gotta do is I gotta make a movement. That's it. Challenge complete.
Water.
Instant completion. So how is the first DLC for AC4? It's pretty similar, but not quite. I'm spawned right next to water, so all I gotta do is to walk backwards. This little puddle contains water, and I didn't even have to go all the way to the lake.
Water.
This was great, but how is the second DLC? The second DLC, guys, is even better because it is raining once again. You could call this cheating, but I don't care. It's not cheating for me. This took no time whatsoever.
Water.
So overall, AC4 plus its DLCs were amazing. How is Rogue? Well, here's what I have a dilemma. So, we have snow in this game. Snow is a form of water. If Shay steps on snow, the snow is gonna melt and that becomes water. And he is standing on snow, so should I just stop my timer immediately? I don't think so, because it's a form of water, but it's not exactly a liquid, right? So I don't think it should count. I should count actual liquid. Luckily for us, there is water very close by. What I gotta do is walk to the right side, jump off this cliff, and the water is right here. Boom! 3 seconds and a half.
Water.
Cool, I'll take it. Let's move on to Unity, and here, guys, you're gonna be very surprised. Why is this? Well, because, guys, I'm standing on water. You may not see it very well, but look at the splashes. Did you see the splashes? There's a bunch of splashes on my feet. I was standing on water.
Water.
Which means this took no time whatsoever. Next up we have Syndicate, in which we spawn inside a factory. But don't worry, guys, we do have water on the ground. What I gotta do is to walk forward, jump down, there's a bunch of puddles, and it took 4.5 seconds.
Water.
So many games with so few seconds. Wow, how is the DLC for Syndicate? Well, here once I spawn in, my dude is walking, I am not. I'm not pressing any buttons, so I'm not gonna start my timer until he stops. And he's gonna stop a little bit closer to my destination, so that's why I'm letting him walk. He's gonna stop right over here, and I'm gonna go forward. To the left side we have a huge puddle of water, and it took 3.5 seconds again.
Water.
So far so good, right? Almost every game was amazing. Well, let's move on to Origins. Origins, guys, is in a desert. What is a desert known for? The lack of life, including water. Oh yeah. So first of all, once you spawn, once I press the button here, we gotta fight this monster, which takes a while. We drop down and we fight once again. Once I beat him, I have to open this gate and drop down into the underground. Here there's a huge cave system, lots of jumping, lots of sand, but not a single drop of water. Here I'll have to do so much parkour, so much walking, so much jumping, and once I get out I have to fight a bunch of dudes. I cannot just book it out of here, I have to save my friend. I have to call my camel, and with the camel we have to travel to the city. And once we arrive, what do we see? We see a huge lake. Oh yeah, this is Siwa. What I'm gonna do is just book it towards the ocean, or lake, or river, whatever it is. Let's go. Okay, we have arrived. Come on, come on, come on, come on, camel. Start sprinting faster. And, wow, thank you. Thank you, camel, very helpful.
Water.
This took 5.5 minutes. Honestly, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. Do you know what's gonna be awesome? Odyssey. Why is this? Well, do you see what's happening, guys? There's a fight. But what do you see in the background? We see a rain. And rain means instant completion. Woohoo!
Water.
That's the 4th game with an instant completion. Can we have more? Well, not with the next game, because the next game is Valhalla, guys. And Valhalla sucks for this challenge. Why? Well, because we are indoors. We play as a child, and here we have so much exposition. We have so much walking, you have no idea. I mean, you probably do have an idea if you have played this game before, but in here we don't have water. We have so many glasses, so many bottles and whatnot, but we cannot drink from them. There's no spilled bottles, no spilled water anywhere, so I gotta listen to so many people, watch so many cutscenes, which I cannot skip, by the way. So after a few more cutscenes I can skip this one, which is kinda weird. I almost never can skip cutscenes, but I can skip that one, and I spawn right next to water, and this took 10 minutes and 13 seconds. This is the slowest one so far.
Water.
And it's all thanks to the unskippable cutscenes. Is the DLC for Valhalla gonna be the same? Well, actually no, it's gonna be much better, because we spawn right next to water, guys. What I gotta do is to walk backwards, right over here and dip myself into this river, which took just 5 seconds.
Water.
Oh yeah, we have one more game to go, guys, which is Mirage. In Mirage we spawn in the building. What we gotta do is to exit out of here as quick as possible, sprint as fast as you can, buddy, and behind the building, what can we find? We can find a huge lake. Holy crap, unfortunately in the house there's no back door. We had to get out and go backwards, which took just 12 seconds, so I'm not mad.
Water.
Okay, let's look at the times. Honestly, this is pretty good. We have just 4 games with more than 2 minutes. The rest of them are 12 seconds or less. We even have 4 games with an instant completion tied to first spot. And also Rogue and the DLC for Syndicate are completely tight. 03, 403 as you can see. Hehehe. Stop rhyming, stupid. But anyway guys, this was it. What should I touch next? Let me know in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and a special thank you to Ola Velikanen, Nice, Shan Pasca, Faith, Monish Puri, Pahish Sash, Chishinte, Bad Boy Hero, Jebediah, Redux, Versetti Gwen, Jim Francescos, and everybody else.